Okay, I'm back.
Come on, Chuck. Get off, come on, kid.
Okay, it tells me I'm back. We have 1 out, bases loaded.
Come on, Chuck.
Bottom of the third, Charlie rides at the plate. The 3-ball, 2-strike count.
You got it, Charlie.
There's a bouncer up the middle. Is anybody going to get to it? No!
Attaboy, Charlie.
Run's going to score.
Good job.
Base hit.
Come on, Chuck.
Second baseman caught it on the run. Could not get it to the shortstop in time. The shortstop had nothing on his throw. Everybody moves up the base. One comes in. RBI for right. 3-2 lines. 1 out. Base is still loaded for Jackson Andrews. Good job, young man. First pitch strike to Jackson Andrews.
It just says 13:02, and I can't find the live feed if there's an uploaded.
This one's called Ballard 4.
I don't see it.
Michael Porter is checking in for me. It says it's live. Oh, no, it's Ballard 5, actually.
Let's see, playlists, videos, Ballard 5. Here we go.
Okay, it's running then because there is up in Andrew's eyes. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes apparently. Thank you, Michael. Curveball wrapped up the middle. That's going to pick at least 1. Baker's rounding the bag. He's coming in. Throw's going to go into third. Right sliding. He's going to be safe at third.
Come on, Jackson. Big piece of hitting.
Center fielder bobbled that ball, letting Baker score right, get to third, and Andrews motor on into second. Knocks in 2 runs. 4-3, Lions. The bats are coming alive. Here's Andrew Chan.
Oh, way to do it! Way to do a job! Attaboy, Andrew!
Play, Andrew.
Beautiful bunt by Andrew Chan, allowing Wright to score from third. 5-3 Lions. Sack bunt. Good job, young man. Brings Eli Trope to the plate with 1 more runner out there for the Lions to scratch in. Let's see if they can do it. Trope already has an RBI. There's a ground ball out to the short. Oh! Trope stumbles getting out of the box, and he's not able to get up in time, and he's thrown out on that 6-3. But the Lions score big. Yes, 5-3. 5-3 Lions at the end of 3. Things got all of a sudden quiet over on the Ballard bench. Hey, Scotty. Scott.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to need some help on this.
5-3.
5-3.
5-3, that's right.
Let me see here. The pitch count on that new pitcher.
30.
30. Okay. Yeah.
64.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So that was 30. Okay. That guy's done. Okay.
Cool. All right. Sounds good.
Had 4 crashes today of this thing.
Really? Is it on now?
I think so.
What's going on?
All the usual blocks that keep calls from coming in are not working. Somehow it's getting past.
Is that a new phone?
Yeah. Wright and Ficus having a little chat on the mound. Wright holding on the ball while Ficus readjusts his uniform, tucks his tails in. The young men fist bump. Wright heads back to his spotter on the pillow at third base, and we're ready to go in the top of the 4th. A 5-3 Lions lead. Ficus starts off with a strike to number 8, Peter Furia. Single to right his first time up, to the right side, that is. There's a ball, drifts outside. 1 ball, 2 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's the ground ball out to third. Going to have to be a quick play to right. He gets it across and going to be in time. 5-3. Playing a great game out there today at third base. Had to wait on that ball instead of short hopping it. And he did a good job of managing that situation. 1 out, nobody on. Ball inside.
Strike 1.
There's a ball popped high on the right side that could stay in play. The right fielder's under it near the fence, and he hauls it in. Good line, good catch, Mr. Trope. Yeah, that's still in play. Okay. 2 down. Nice to get the hopefully the low pitch count in here for Ficus.
Spot.
There's a ball low to number 11, Kellen Scanlon. There's a foul.
Strike 2. Come on.
Bounces out to Angus Dillon at first. He trots up, picks it up, tosses it back to Ficus. There's a ball outside, 1 ball, or 2 balls, 1 strike.
Spot.
Strike on the outside corner. Evens the count, 2-2. Good to see you. Yeah, I know. Oh, great backhand. Oh, great backhand catch by Andrew Chan. You should have seen it. Well, maybe you did. The players are a little small on this camera. Beautiful, beautiful, fully stretched out backhand. Gets up, throws just a little wide. Pulled Angus Dillon off the bag up the first base line. Had he been able to stay on the bag, I think he would have been out. But that's going to be an infield single. There's no way that's going to be an error. Foul back. Ian Crocker, third baseman.
No, what was she?
She would have been there when you were.
So she's been there a while. I did not know that, but now a Facebook post that I saw makes more sense.
Runner with the lead. Ficus's pitch. Strike on the bottom of the strike zone. 0-2 to Crocker.
People chimed in, and I was like, all right, like, what happened?
2 down.
And then
Runner at first. 5-3 Lions lead.
I'm sure it's pretty fun. She's been there for what, 20 years, something like that? 100.
Ficus steps over, steps off, fakes the throw over. Runner gets back. No balls, 2 strike. Into a stretch. Here's a pitch. Ground ball to Dillon. Scoops it up, runs over, steps on the bag. The inning's over. A 3 unassisted. Scotty?
77.
Good. We are together. 77 pitches for Ficus through 4. He'd like to get into the 6th if he could. Through it possibly. Remember, there's a 105 pitch count limit. Angus Dillon will lead off for the Lions here in the bottom of the 4th. We're at the halfway point of this game. And number 10, Dunbar, is back out to the mound for Ballard. I sure hope all of you are still with me through all of those crashes we had. This is the 5th time I've had to restart it. I talked about that early in the beginning, that it could happen, technological collapses and such. So I hope you stayed with us and are back again, because once again we're live. First pitch at the bottom of the 4th, lined with a 5-3 lead. Strike called. That's a little too far inside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Wright's trotting back down to the bullpen. That ball's inside. Looks like he's going to throw some more warm-up tosses. 2 balls, 1 strike. Just to stay loose. I don't imagine he would be coming in yet, but... And that ball's inside. Dunbar threw 30 pitches in his first inning, so he was struggling. There's a strike, upper right-hand side of the strike zone. Count is full. And Angus Dillon pokes a single in the left field. Way to lead it off. Brings us back to the top of the order, William DeForest. He's struck out against Cuenca, and he walked, being the first batter that Dunbar faced, he walked back in the 3rd inning, in the Lions' big 4-run 3rd inning. Swings and fouls it through a hole in the net, a rare hole. It's about the size of a baseball. And somehow that ball found it. 0-1. Toss over to get Dillon back. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Umpire and Coach Kellen Sundin are having a discussion down there. It looks like the field umpire wants somebody, I'm guessing here, wants somebody with a helmet out there to protect Coach Jack Roger and Charlie Wright down there. Let's see what's happening. I see nothing yet out of the Lions dugout. And the umpires say, let's play. Coach Jack Rogers turned around to watch the play going on. And we're back. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on it. Runner at first. 5-3 Lions lead. And DeForest reaches out to protect the plate and taps that ball foul down the third base line. Here's a pitch. Inside. And that's fouled off the fence and ricochets out on the left field. The third baseman's going to go get it? No, somebody's got to get that ball. Coach Jack calls the third baseman off. He runs on the field to get it. Umpire calls time. DeForest steps back, takes a few practice swings. All 4 coaches for the Ballard Beavers are out of the dugout leaning against the fence, stroking their chins. Here's a pitch. Curveball drops in. Strike 3 called. Froze him at the plate. 1 down, runner at first. Corbin Carroll at the plate has not yet left his mark on the game, which could happen at any minute.
On 7.
Dunbar goes back to his curveball, but it's too far outside. Carroll hit into a rare double play for someone with such speed. It was a ground ball back to the first baseman, who stepped on the bag and then threw the runner out at second. That's about the only way you could get him in a double play. He fouls that one off. One ball, 1 strike. Ooh, took a lot of discipline to lay off of that. Curveball that dropped just low and outside. Dunbar's pitch on the way. Gets past everybody here.
Good, Angus.
3 balls, 1 strike, and Dillon takes second on that wild pitch. Had a runner in scoring position, 1 out. Dangerous hitter at the plate. They have to throw him a strike. Do they want to is the question. They must know what he's done so far in the league. Here's the pitch, and that's ball 4. He's walked twice now. Brings up Zane Baker, another dangerous hitter. Baker hands the ball off to the umpire. He puts it away in his apron and says, let's play ball again. Luke Porter steps into the on-deck circle. Actually about 15 feet away from the on-deck circle. I don't know why people ignore those things. Baker takes a strike. Gets him a little more out of the way of a foul ball, too, I think. Second strike. He's got that curveball working. 0-2. Baker's in the hole. Porter on deck. He's got to be looking for that curveball. Dunbar's been leaning on it a lot more. But he goes back to the fastball. Trying to outthink Baker, but he can't control it, and it drifts high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners get their lead. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. Baker held up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 3. Count runs full. Runners go. Baker skies it high to the right side. Right fielder drifting back towards the fence. Makes the catch. Almost, you could see the ball rolling out of his glove, and he picked it off of the heel. The runners were going, they had to get back. So they're 2 down now, runners at first and second. They would like to get some more insurance. Luke Porter's just the young man to do that. Takes the ball low. Can you see if there's a pen like this around here somewhere? I lost it, or pencil, I mean. Oh, good, there it is, right under my feet. Okay, thank you. Strike. Outside part of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a pitch. Ball inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. One way inside. Charlie right on deck. 3-1. If he gets on base, Wright will come to the plate for the second time with the bases loaded. Last time he, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. 3 balls, 1 strike. Porter fouls it back to run the count full. That one's going to find roof. Big storage shed over there for the city. Gets thumped on. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will be going on the pitch. Ball 4. The bases are loaded.
Good eye. Good bat. Go, Charlie.
And Dunbar's thrown 27 pitches in this inning, 30 innings, so he's wild. Pitchers can be patient with, the hitters can be patient with him, but they want to put some runs up. Ball, Wright takes that ball high. Catcher calls timeout and wants to go out and talk to his pitcher. Todd Corman just popped into the booth.
Yeah.
Todd, we're up 5-3.
Nice. What inning?
We're in the bottom of the 4th. We 2 walks and an error put us down, and 3 hits in the first inning put us down 3-0. And we had a big 3rd inning. And bases loaded, 2 down here.
Get through.
And Wright hits a comebacker, not a comebacker, but a
Close.
ground ball, soft ground ball out to the second baseman, and he gets it to the first baseman just in time to beat the speedy Wright for the 3rd out. So the Lions threatened, but they did not score this time.
Oh, he's pitching.
Oh, looks like Jake Corman's going to come in to play left field. Charlie Wright is coming in from third base to pitch. Jackson Andrews going to third base.
They had a rocky first inning, couple of walks.
O'Day 9, Bainbridge 0.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to hear any more about that.
Not gonna lose this.
Yeah. So O'Day's ahead of Bainbridge 9-0. So yeah, the game is over. So we're not going to talk about that anymore. Top of the fifth, Wright will face the top of the order.
We got Ballard and Eastside. But, you know, hey, you got to beat them all anyways.
Yeah. Was there, I got confused. Is there a district tournament?
So there's the Metro, and then there's you go to state districts.
They're not going to be these
Teams that go there. Okay. And the winner of that
Yes.
goes to state.
Charlie to Mount, Jackson goes to third, and Jake out for Jared.
4 teams. 4 teams.
Jake, in which spot? In Ficus's place?
Yeah.
Okay. So the ball's passed off to Wright to hold us where we're at. Hold the Braves where they're at. Short outing for Ficus. 77 pitches. I thought he might go another, but don't know what. We're not privy to the discussions in the dugout. From what I understand, the Lions will play again on May 2nd. It's about 8 days away. Wright's into his windup for his first pitch, and it's a ball outside to Romero. There's what he was looking for, the first pitch. Strike on the corner, 1-1. And there's a number down the first base line. Umpire calls it foul at the last minute. That's too bad. That's all I'll say about that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right, looking for that outside edge again, but he misses it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still can't find it. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Those are looking pretty good. Those are pretty good, yeah. It's in the black for me.
There's a fly ball to right center field. Carroll's on his horse. Looks like he's going to get there. He's calling it way over in right field. But that's all right. The wind took it there, and Carroll rode that too.
Yeah,
Brings the ball in for the first down.
Exactly.
Ethan Doshi, second baseman. He walked in the first, scored one of the 3 Braves runs, and struck out in the second for the final out of that inning. Right nods, has a signal. Here's the first pitch. Curveball drops in there. What a beauty. No balls, 1 strike. The wind and the pitch on the way. Fastball high and away. Evens the count, 1-1. Take something off of that with changeup. Hitter fouls it back. Dig himself a little hole, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lost that one. Bounced into the catcher. Evens the count, 2-2. Curveball right one of that. He did not get it. It looked pretty good. Maybe it fell a little short. Counts full again for the second batter.
The Roman instant replay. I think he extended on that one.
Hey, it's all I can do to keep this thing running. Ball 4, and runners on base here. We just had a request for instant replay, and I was telling Todd Corman here that we're happy to just keep the broadcast going. We've had 4 crashes. This is the 5th iteration of Lakeside v. Ballard.
Oh, is that right? 4 crashes today, technical difficulties?
Oh, yeah.
You need to get the Lakeside AP staff on the payroll.
That's what I'm thinking. Right checks the runner. 1 down, runner at first. Johnny Graham takes the ball low.
Portuguese water dog too, don't you?
Swing and a miss. Change up. One ball, 1 strike. Graham swung out of his shoes on that pitch.
He's got the ability to tie himself.
Toss over to get the runner back. That ball's low. 2-1. Slight advantage to the hitter now. Wright doesn't want to go 3-1, so he's going to throw something around the plate. He's confident of his control, though. He'll throw a curveball or a change up here. What's he going to give Graham? Let's see. Here it is. There it is. Outside corner. Took something off of it. Runs the count even. 2-2. Toss over. Quick toss. Stretch. Here's a pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right steps off. Adjusts the sleeve on his pitching arm, wipes his brow, checks the runner into the stretch. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. Bounces it in, ball 3. Full count to the 3rd straight hitter. And Graham is probably sitting on a straight fastball. That's what he's thinking anyway. What's Wright going to do? Ground ball out to second. Chan makes another great diving stab. Tosses over to Dillon for the 2nd out. Man's playing a whale of a game out there at second today. Graham speedy, but Chen put him out. 2 down. Mason Hoover, he singled to left and lined out to the pitcher, to Ficus, back in the 3rd. 2 down, runner in scoring position to second. There's a ball low.
Good job, Charlie.
That's another one low.
Spot, Charlie.
Strike all day. It's been a strike all day. Those strike was there earlier on.
these teams' playoff positions are set. This game, for that reason, has the "it doesn't matter" label, but that's not the way these two teams are playing it. Two really good teams rained down a couple of weeks ago, chomping at the bit to get back at each other, and they're playing like it. Turn and a fake toss back to the bag. 2 balls, no strikes to Hoover. Top of the 5th, 2-out runner at second. 5-3 Lions lead. Charlie Wright in for Jared Ficus. There's that outside corner. That's where Wright wants to live today. So it's a almost like a game between he and the umpire. A game between he and the umpire there. If Wright can get it just enough on that edge where the umpire is going to call it. Looked like they had the runner, but
Hit his arm.
could not hold on to the ball.
No, they hit the runner.
Hit the runner's arm, okay. I'm kind of blocked out back here. I have a lot of help in the booth, though.
For the bag, and
Okay.
the runner's arm hit the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike. Popped up on the infield. Chan's calling everyone off. He makes a catch. The inning's over.
That's a harder play than it looked. That was way up there.
A little bit of wind. Yeah. Sure it's windier up aloft.
Scotty, 22.
22, baby.
All right,
Bottom 5 Lions want to pick up some more runs. Put a little distance between them and the Braves.
I'll probably go out. Yeah, my Bitcoin investments are really paying off. I paid like $100.
bracket's up. It's going to be yeah, they're putting teams in it on the Metro website. Let's pull it up.
You get that wrong?
So we're going to be Mountain 2. So Nathan Hale and whoever Metro 7 is. Metro 7 maybe.
You know Miller?
I think I met him on Friday.
Yeah.
Was he the assistant
I
coach?
think Metro 7.
He came to talk about
I think Thomas said 7.
He knows Connor. He's the swim coach.
So, yeah.
That's right.
North side of Bresh, and then Ballard here. So as we get to that one, we'll probably play Ballard.
He's in my
Ballard
basketball.
plays
Yeah, it's like the
your
whole,
Metro 6.
everybody
And
was
the winner of Franklin Roosevelt. So I think
Shay's in there.
Wow.
but it's
I'm the worst player in the league.
Okay. Maybe that's why you need to get me in there.
Yeah.
Love out and the sound and whatever.
Stand outside the 3-point line and double team someone that maybe I catch it.
I set good screens and I rebound well for my size.
Okay, we're ready to get back underway here in the bottom of the 5th. We have a new pitcher for the Braves, number 11, formerly the designated hitter.
Come on, Jackson. Attack early.
He offers and delivers a first pitch called strike to Jackson Andrews. Number 11, the designated hitter is Kellen Scanlon.
They won their division. Parkville's like more. Right? So I don't know how they determine who Metro 7 is.
Soft ground ball out to short. Throws across. Gets Andrews. 1 down.
I don't know either. So I guess if you put Parkville in front of them, Ballard in front of them, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're outside. Maybe we're wrong. Hey. Who's in Metro 7 on Bainbridge. Bainbridge, he says. Bainbridge.
Andrew Chan to the plate. Swings and misses.
Play through east side might have to play 6. So does that mean they have to play? Does that mean they have to play through Ballard? Ballard to us.
Bounces that ball in. Even the count, 1-1.
Said they were going to be on our side of the bracket. So. They have to be 6. Yeah. If they're not 6, then they're on the other side of the bracket because these are already.
Curve ball outside.
East side 6. They have $50, so that's good. One of those teams will be out.
Curve ball. Drifts in for a strike. 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of 5, 5-3 Lions. He went for it. Catcher dropped the ball. And throws him out. It's a K2-3 put out. 2 down. Brings Eli Trope to the plate. Angus Dillon on deck. Tropes 0 for 1 with a sac fly and an RBI. Takes the ball low.
Well, 3 for sure. So top 3 finishers in the Metro tournament go to state. And the 4th place finisher has to play one more game in with the Metro or with the King County.
And another one low. 2 balls, no strikes. Pops it up high over the fence to the right. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball bounces back and away. 3-1. What's that? 3-1, yeah, okay. Swing and a foul back. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th. And bounces off the front of the plate, over everybody's head, off the backstop, and Trope trots down the first. Brings up Angus Dillon. Nice little looping single into left field his last time up.
Good hack, Angus. Come on now.
Aggressive, Angus.
1 strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Good.
Ball. One ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And the 5th inning is over. Coming to the top of the 6th, 5-3 Lions.
Ballard, this is going to be one last game, so I'm surprised they get some, like they're moving to the outside one.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's probably about 30 seconds lag.
Delay. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something I got to figure. 'Cause I had my phone on. What's happening is I have my phone on, and you folks listening here, you've heard this the 3rd or 4th time I'm talking with Carrie Baker now. and I had do not disturb on, but calls were breaking through my do not disturb.
Oh, weird.
So then I looked into my settings and found out that there are layers of exceptions.
Like if you had somebody in your contact list, they would get through.
Or if somebody calls twice, or. So I went and tried and shut all those off, and still another one came in. So I have to go over to Apple and say, when does
do not disturb mean do not disturb.
yeah, exactly. When does do not disturb mean do not disturb? Rights back to the mound here.
All right, we're good.
Thank you, Kerry.
There's been record enrollment in the middle of
The city's growing, there's a lot of adults.
They opened a new middle school on the second.
This has got what?
So the one on the right is from Ballard, the one on the left is from
Michael, how do you pronounce this guy's last name again?
Keelan.
Heelan. Thomas Heelan, number 9, the right fielder, first time facing right. Swings and hits a no! Fair ball and a diving, fully stretched out Andrew Jackson pulls it down. One pitch, one out.
How does it work with out of neighborhood attending?
Peter Furia, the catcher to the plate.
Not as easy as it used to be to go to Ballard if you live in the South End somewhere.
Fouls are up and off to the right. That's got some
Various concessions.
length on it and may have made it to the other side over the water.
Like how did, because I was a huge deal back in the day.
Strike 2. Curveball drops in. Outside corner. I can see through the trees over here. There's a Ballard player with a long stick. Looks a little like a gondolier trying to fish some balls out of the water. He must not be in the starting lineup. That ball's high. Ground ball out shortstop. Baker scoops it up with one hand and toss across. Plenty of time.
It's in.
6-3 put out. 2 down, 2 up, 2 down. Top of the 6th. Brings up Lucas Seeley. He hit an infield single past a shortstop back in the first, and then in the fourth, he flew out to Eli Trope in right field. Takes the ball high. And looks like the Braves have number 6 warming up down in the bullpen. Swing and a miss by Seeley. 1 ball, 1 strike. Number down to third base line. Andrews gets it, throws across the diamond. Gonna be in time. Nice stretch by Angus Dillon to pull that one in. 5-3 put out. 3 up, 3 down. That's the last time the Braves were 3 up and 3 down since the second and third innings. In the second, Ficus struck out the sides. When the Braves come to bat in the top of the 7th, we'll have the 8-9-1 hitters. We'll see if Ballard will be pulling someone off of their bench. It looks like we have yet another pitcher for the Braves, number 4. And that is not a number I have. There he is. It's Hoover. It's a shortstop coming in to pitch. And he's going to face the top of our order, William DeForest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you were like,
Balls can get through here.
So the Braves perhaps trying to get some work in for all their pitchers. Hey, Scotty, are you tracking all the substitutions at all?
So you got the guy who's at short.
He's not pitching right.
The guy is at short, number 1. Which
Okay, hang on with that. I just do. So the shortstop is pitching now.
Hoover. Hoover is now pitching.
Takes the ball low. That's okay. We can try and catch it up in between innings. Just want to make sure you got it. Okay. Thank you.
He looked good against us. He made mid-80s.
There's a strike across the bottom of the zone.
So the next game,
1 ball, 1 strike. Pops it sky high on the infield. It's going to drift foul, it looks like, but playable. First baseman falls down, backing up. Could not get it. Too many things going on. Runner coming at him. Sun in his eyes. The wind blowing it away from him. I wouldn't want to be in those shoes. So it's just a big foul ball after all of that. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Hey, new life, here you go. Take advantage.
Sorry, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I think that's what I said, what I intended to say anyway. High fly ball to the right side. Right fielder camping up close to the fence, and he's going to, with a little hop and a skip, haul it in. F9, 1 down. Brings up number 2 hitter, Corbin Carroll. Corbin's walked twice and hit into a 3-6 double play.
We haven't been leading off the last couple of games.
No, just this game. Which I kind of questioned.
Many balls.
They can pitch like that. And he's been on fire. He's been getting on base a lot. So they put in a pitch runner and he got speed. Yeah.
Ball bounces in.
on Corbin.
1 ball, no strikes.
It's time for it, kid.
Twice. Eager to hit, he goes down and gets the low outside fastball and
Consider that.
hits it over into the other field, I think. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. Carroll at the plate, Baker on deck.
Big win for the Mariners today, huh?
Did they? Or was it
That ball's outside.
come back to win, or was it just
Yeah.
who pitched?
Hit a sweet spot. It wasn't. Zanino homered and scored twice. Felix Hernandez started. 4-3.
Oh, outside part of the plate.
1 out.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Worst starts, I think, is 5 and 16.
5 and 16.
I didn't realize that.
They killed us. They pounded us the other night.
And there's a shot. The air is gonna stay in the park or not? Right field is camped under it in front of the fence. Oh. Carroll got just a bit under that one. Brings up Zane Baker.
You see how the right field is very down and then turn around and look at it.
Not easy to do.
Come on, Zane.
Curveball high.
Need you hot, kid. Hit a good arm. Close a couple big games.
Strike low. Lower part of the zone. 1-1. Luke Porter on deck. Baker calls time. Steps back. Takes a practice swing. Ready to go again. Here's the pitch. There's that low strike again. Low in the zone. As seen by the umpire. And that one bounced in. Hoover tried to go back down there, held the ball a little too long, made it a little short. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on, bottom 6. Did not have a good grip on that curveball, lost it, runs the count full. Ground ball out to the shortstop, takes it on a few hops, tosses across, and Baker is gone to end the inning. And here we go. It's hang on time. Top 7. Lions need 3 outs before 2 runs across the plate. They're ready for it. Right back to the mound. Hey, Scott. Can we go back over those, see what I got here as far as the defensive changes? So I got the pitcher, Hoover, came in here. Okay, and what else we got here?
And shortstop was number 1. And that is...
Wait, the shortstop was number 4, Hoover. Oh, you mean went to shortstop, you mean?
Yeah, the guy went to short, number 1.
Oh, is that a new guy?
Yeah.
He must have come in for the pitcher in the DH spot?
I think so.
Or the pitcher spot, I mean.
Let's see here.
Oh, but he'll keep his place. So number 1 came in. He probably came in the pitcher spot to play shortstop. So he's not batting, I'm assuming.
His name is Cooper.
And that was the 6th inning? Yeah, in the 6th. All right, so that was the only change? Thank you.
All right, top of 7, baby. The 8-9-1 in the order.
Here we go, top of the 7th. Lions with a 5-3 lead, facing the 8-9-1 hitters. Right back to the mound. He's thrown 30 pitches so far. I'll confirm that with my statistician, Scott O'Toole. And right in here comes his first pitch. And it's a strike on that outside corner he's been looking for since he came into the game in the 5th. 0-1. Swing and a miss.
We're in the 7th, right?
Yeah.
0-2. Scanlon swung out of his helmet.
This is Cooper. The guy
Oh,
giving it short.
number 2, I see.
Number 1.
It is number 1. Okay, number 1. You see the edges of his number from this angle. That ball's outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So he came into the number 8 spot to play shortstop in the 6th. Right, takes something off of it. Chan scoops up the slow hopper, flips it over to Dylan. 1 up, 1 down. 17 hitting, number 17 for number 3.
Mr. Collins.
What's his name?
Collins.
Collins batting for Crocker
What's that?
here in the 7th.
Good pitch, Charlie.
Takes one of those low in the zone strikes for a pitch. 0-1. Here's Wright's pitch. Pops it up. Going to be on a play. 0-2. Good idea to stay ahead of the hitters. Keep them on edge. Keep them guessing.
Sophomore year is fast and purple.
I like his changeup better than his curveball.
That ball's outside.
Good spot.
Wright's trying to live out there. Trying to get a little bit of pain on that ball. Here's his pitch. Curveball. And it's one going to be, oh!
Try, Andrew. God.
Chen came all the way over from second base to dive almost on the first base line. It was in his glove, but when his glove hit the ground, it popped down. So that's going to be a single for Collins. A 1-out single. One of those seeing eye singles. Chan's had a great game today. And we're back to the top of the order here. Keanu Romero, he flew out to center field his first time up. He is the tying run at the plate.
I always remind myself of these situations. This guy hits a home run. Give him a ball, 50% chance of winning the game. This is the home team run. I always have to remind myself of that.
Ball in the outside corner. Runner has a lead right into the stretch. Peeks over his shoulder, out the corner of his eye. Fouls one back. Does Romero. Even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Charlie, he was at third. He's a really good third baseman.
When he's not pitching, he's out there most of the time.
He's a really good balance. Good enough arm.
So is he the first string third baseman?
Right steps off.
Yeah, he was second last year. He was in last balance.
1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, runner at first, 5-3 line, top 7. That ball's too low. 2 balls, 1 strike to the Braves leadoff hitter.
He's very good defense. Yeah. Is he going to just pitch only? Or is he gonna
I think they like him mostly as a pitcher, but they want to put him up
give him a chance?
Curveball fouled down the left field line. Runs the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's not super athletic, but he's safe.
Here's the pitch. Pops it up. Back over our heads here. And Dad with a stroller makes a stab at it, but it bounces past him. And we'll start over again. The 2-2 count.
Oddly enough, I think his best pitch is the high fastball and
Kids at this level really have trouble running off that.
Well, and just even if they make contact, just kind of lazy air contact.
He has a good spin rate on it, too. So
Yeah.
it's like,
That does not surprise me one bit.
Here's a pitch. Fouls it away.
Pitching here before, better than like that. That one, he can kind of shoot it over there. And then the changeup would be kind of a north-south, fastball changeup.
he starts on the outside corner, right? He's 1 or 2 strikes. And then he'll hold the change up and then the high fastball.
2-2. 2-2. 2-2. Blue. Blue, home book. All right.
2-2.
Right here, Blue. 2-2, babe. Blue. A little too familiar there.
We're not going to squeeze the home because the father of the pitcher.
Nice to see you. How you doing?
Not so bad yourself.
Pretty good.
Staying strapped, I see.
Yeah, absolutely. What are you doing here?
Just supporting the.
Oh, curveball, too far inside. Now the count is full.
That's why I'm here too. I brought the weaponry for fun.
You can get caught out here.
Yeah. Kellen, yeah.
They're going to send the runner? Let's see.
This is the fourth game I've seen him.
Here's Wright's pitch. And it's hit hard and deep. Carroll has it, though. Under control. Hauls it in for the second out. Runner retreats to the bag.
I saw the really tough one in the state tournament last year.
Yeah, I felt like a bad person for not making it today, but I was relieved afterwards that I didn't have to say. Did you watch him?
Yeah.
Tough break.
Braves down to their last batter. Number 5, second baseman, Ethan Doshi.
I could just tell just sitting next
He's walked, struck out, and walked.
incredibly nervous and how strong he was. He was never like that when he played. And so it just sent me like
46th pitch for Wright. He's nice and loosened up, and warmed up. Here's the pitch.
Kellen,
Low across the zone. Strike one called.
that doesn't at all surprise me to see him doing a great job with the high school program, the squeeze play to get the insurance run. I was like,
Yeah, that was gorgeous.
I've never seen him get after an umpire like he did.
I was like in the third or something.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you if you had was that a balk thing?
Yeah, I wasn't paying close enough attention.
Time was called, and just in the nick of time, advantage Lakeside. That's one of those balls that hit the front of the plate, bounced up over the backstop and out of play, and usually a runner is given an extra base for that, but since time was called, it's no pitch. We'll take it. And we're back to no balls, one strike. That's much better. Right into the stretch, checks the runner.
Being able to recite all 11.
Strike drops in there. Sweet, sweet curveball. No balls, 2 strikes.
Great pitch, Charlie.
Down to the last strike for the Braves.
Kellen, I'm just seeing him stomp around while he can't run.
Yeah, I kind of like seeing him get out of the I kind of wanted to start just had a support, but I didn't know what I was talking about.
Oh, fastball high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kellen, I mean,
It's not
I
surprising.
sit with him, I watch football with him on ball, and talk through this stuff, and it's clear that he's put some thought into every little detail that goes on.
Nice to see it pay off. He deserves it.
Yeah, too far outside. Evens the count, 2-2.
What are you up to these days? You're in town or visiting? Or?
No, I live here. I live outside of the Ballard box.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at first, 5-3 line, top 7. Here's the pitch. Popped high. Who's going to get that? Baker or the left fielder? Baker's calling everybody off. Game Lions, 5-3. Well, this game started off with the Braves picking up 3 in the first. Ficus looking shaky. He comes back to strike out the side in the second, puts them down 1-2-3 in the third, allows a base runner in the fourth. He was done after 77 pitches. Wright came in and shut them out through 3 innings, and the Lions have a big win here.
We're on Capitol Hill at Polyatch, Broadway.
I believe our next game is on May 2nd. I'm not sure who it will be against, but you'll be
Yeah, Kellen's told me about it a little bit.
hearing about it from Coach Kellen or reading about it on any of the numerous websites that organize the tournament. So look forward to broadcasting for you again next week. Thanks for joining the Lakeside Lions today. Have a great week, rest of your week, and great weekend. See you next week. Roman out.